What's happening, y'all? Looking to give the daily waffle a shot here. This is the waffle-shaped Wordle game. So we've got 6 different words in this puzzle, forming this waffle shape. 3 going across and 3 going up and down. Wordle rules apply, so green tiles are in the right place in the word and the puzzle, and yellow tiles are in the right word, but in the wrong place in that word. So I like to start off with the word that has the most information. It looks like we have a lot here, but these letters at the crux of 2 words can be kind of tricky because the W and the M are in 2 different words, so they don't have to be in this word going across. The W could be in this word, which seems kind of hard actually, just given the W. I'll talk about that more in a second. And the M could be in this word. This actually really looks like it could be awake to me. That's the first thing that's popping out at me. So I was thinking this W doesn't really make sense. Like, W's not going to come after a Y. It could go before an N. So it could be like yawn would work, but we need a letter after the Y. So like if it was AWN, what would go after this Y? W seems like a weird letter to be in this word. And so E and A absolutely have to be in this word. And then if we're thinking the W does, then it could be AWAKE. So I'm going to jot that down here in my little note sheet as a thought for my first word. I like to write all the words down and be really careful about moving tiles around in the puzzle, because I'm trying to get a 5-star waffle, which means I can only use 10 swaps. So I got to be pretty precise with the way that I swap the letters. And so that'll come up at the end. I want to get all 6 of the words first and then try to move the tiles around so that I can get a 5-star waffle. Okay, so if this was awake, there would be an A here, and the W is not going to be in the word. So this could be like yearn. I think yearn looks really good. Not that many words start with Y and end in N. So I'm going to just write that down too. So yearn seems like a good option. Awake and yearn. So that would be ER. We have an E and an R right here that could go in this word. And then the A would be here. And both of these A's would be fulfilled. The yellow A's would be fulfilled by this one A. So that's interesting as well. Okay, and then this would be an E, which would be fulfilled by this yellow E. So if this was an E, that's kind of a weird place for an E, I feel like. A something, E blank D. What could go here? So E, LD would make sense. That's obviously not what it is because this L is black. N would make a lot of sense, I think. Amend. Yeah, okay, there's an M here. Okay, and this M wasn't used in awake, so this M actually had to be in this word if that's the case. So amend looks great there. Okay, so I've got 3 words that I think would work. They're not definitely the words, but you kind of have to hypothesize to be able to have an idea of what the rest of the words are. The next step for me is usually to write down all of the letters in the puzzle that aren't green yet, so we have a little letter bank to deal with. So I'm going to do that. All right, so here's a list of all of the letters in the puzzle that aren't green yet. And then I'm going to remove the letters that I used to make these words. So this one was yearn. So we had an E, an A, and an R that weren't already green. So I'm going to take those out. E-R. So that was an A, an R, and an E. Then we had, so this now I've taken out the A that would go here. So this word was awake. So I need a W, a K, and an E. Oh, that's W-E-K right here. Nice. And then this word was amend, and we already have the E from amend and the A and the D. So I just need an M and an N, which are right here. So these are the letters that we're left with. If these words are right, these are the letters that we're left with for the rest of the word. Okay, so we have a Y and an A up here, which seems kind of weird, honestly. And this H has to be in one of these words. It seems like this could be thank, or no, that wouldn't work. Chalk, maybe? So we have a C and H, and H seems like it's, again, probably not going to go with a Y I don't know where this H could go here. So I'm really thinking H goes in this word. So H makes sense here, and then we have a C, an L. Yeah, we have all the necessary letters for that. So chalk would, let's put chalk up here. I think I like that a lot. So chalk looks good, and then we would take out a C, H, and an L from here because those are the letters we used from chalk that weren't green yet. Okay, and now we have a C here, so Y blank C blank A. Yucca? That's like a vegetable or something, isn't it? I think it is. I don't need a lot of vegetables, but I'm just kidding. I do, but I don't need a lot of yucca. UC, so UC would be gone, and then this could be naked. So we have 6 words that work, and usually if you get 6 words that work, so I was left with the E and the A, and those had to go down here, and we were able to just snipe that immediately. All right, so now that we have all of the words in the puzzle, presumably, it's time to start moving letters around. And I have to be really careful about the way that I move letters around because I only want to use 10 swaps the whole time. So I want to find spots where I can swap 2 letters and they'll both turn green. If I find all those spots, I'm going to do this as efficiently as I possibly can. So I'm going to look for something like that. All right, so the first example that I see of that is that, so I was just kind of going across and I noticed that this R should be a C for yucca. So I looked at both C's, and this C is where an R wants to go. So I can switch these two because this word is yearn and this word is yucca. So this C wants to go here and that R wants to go there. They both turn green. That's awesome. All right, so this word going up and down is amend. So this M actually wants to be where this E is. These are just right next to each other and they both want to turn green. There we go. So that's right. And this E turned black now because we fulfilled the yellow E with a different E. So that's also interesting. All right, I found another one. So this word going up and down is supposed to be chalk, and this word is supposed to be amend. So this N and this L want to be in each other's spots. They should both turn green. Awesome. Perfect. All right, so I think we're out of 2 tile switchers. So now I'm looking for spots that I can move multiple tiles around, but like turn. So I have an example for you. So this word coming down here is supposed to be yearn. This is going to be awake. So E wants to go here where the A wants to go here where the W is, and W wants to go here where the E is. So we have this little circle of tiles that should turn 3 tiles green in 2 moves this time. So if I switch the E to where it wants to go, now A and W are taking each other's spots. We can switch those, and so we turned 3 tiles green in 2 moves. And now we have 5 swaps remaining before we get to 5. And so we want to, the goal here is to have 5 swaps remaining at the end. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles left. And when you have 1 more tiles than you have moves remaining, you're all good. Because if you turn 1 tile green every time, then the last 2 tiles are going to be in each other's spots. Because they just have to, like, if there's 2 tiles left and they aren't in the right place, they must go in each other's spots because there's only 2 spots left. So if we make sure we turn 1 tile green every single turn, we should be good in the end and have a 5-star waffle. Okay, so I know the K wants to go here, so that'll turn that one green. I know the H wants to go here, that'll turn that one green. This C wants to go here. This A wants to go here, and now E and U should both turn green when I switch them. They do, and that's a 5-star waffle, baby. Incredible, says the computer. You'll love to see it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.